Hello everyone, I'm Aaron, a birding naturalist. Welcome to my channel. 2022 is about to end, 2023 is about to begin, and it seemed like a good time for a recap, a check-in, a review of what's been happening to the channel, what might be in the future, and what role you might play in it. So one thing I wanted to update you on was my trash cleanup challenge. One of the first videos I posted in 2022, earlier this year, was a video about cleaning up trash from the environment. And I set myself a challenge to go out 12 times over the course of the year, so basically once a month, and over the course of 2022, do 12 cleanups. I decided to come down here to this little pond in a neighborhood near my house, kind of a local spot, and do the cleanup. And so as we talk today, you're going to see me cleaning up trash, and this is cleanup number 12. So, challenge met and accomplished. Something I thought was interesting from 2022, and my channel in particular, are a couple of videos that have gotten a large amount of attention for my channel. I mean, my channel is very small, but still, even given the small size. One video that I did on newts and newt biology and ecology and natural history has gotten a fair bit of attention, and another one on eucalyptus trees in California and the problems that they pose have both gotten some fun attention. So, to everyone who's watched those videos and any of my videos, thanks very much for those views. And I hope you enjoyed them, and I hope you help spread them around. And there are going to be more videos definitely coming in 2023 for sure, and more about that later. For now, back to the cleanup. Also, because I love books and I love reading books and I love listening to audiobooks and I love talking about books, I wanted to share some of my reading discoveries of 2022. And in particular, I want to talk about two different books that I just cannot recommend enough. One is called Cadillac Desert by a guy named Mark Reisner. It's a behemoth, it's a big book, but it really, in some detail, goes into sort of cataloging and reciting the history of water in the American West. Some crazy stories, some amazingly important information, and a really great perspective on how we got to where we are and just how complicated everything is and kind of why it is that way. And just untangling that is a huge mess, but this author does a really good job of it. And like I said, it's just really important information that I think anyone living in the Western US, probably Western North America, maybe anywhere in the US and possibly anywhere in the world where you drink water, it's probably worth reading this book. It was a great read. The other one that I want to share is a book called A Sense of Wonder by Rachel Carson. Now, Rachel Carson is most famous for writing a different book, Silent Spring, about the impacts of DDT and other pesticides and those negative impacts on insects and birds and eventually the rest of the ecosystem. But she wrote other books, and one of them is this one that I discovered just sort of randomly, and it's called A Sense of Wonder. It is a slim little volume. It's short, and it is beautiful. It's about her experiences sharing nature with others. In particular, a young kid she ends up adopting, and it's just wonderful. It's not poetry, but it is incredibly poetic, and also really inspiring. I've been finding myself going back and rereading it many times. Almost every time I go to some kind of event where, like, maybe I'm leading a bird walk or giving a talk on something naturey, anything like that, I'm finding that sort of to prep, to get myself into the sort of mental headspace of where I want to be, I read this book by Rachel Carson. Wonderful, fantastic book. I read a lot of other nature books this year, as I usually do. And if you're curious about any of them, leave a note in the comments. We can talk more. Well, there you have it. Cleanup number 12 in the bag, quite literally. So one last thing I wanted to do as far as an update is to introduce you to my new little toy. So this is my new camera that I got mostly for shooting stuff for this channel and also for my Instagram account and for also just, fun. So it's a Sony ZV-E10. And I've paired it with a Tamron 70-300 lens. And so, yeah, hopefully I will be figuring out how this works and getting footage and shots that are worthy of sharing with you all. And that kind of brings me to the last portion of this video. And this is a question for you, and it's kind of a looking ahead question. What would you like to see on this channel? What kinds of videos would you like to watch? There's tons of options, and I'm happy to get feedback from you at any scale. Are you interested in videos about my work, about my job, going into site visits and the projects that I'm working on and board meetings that I go to and conferences, that kind of thing? Are you interested in maybe sort of species profiles where I can maybe try to get some footage of a particular species, black phoebe, Canada goose, who knows, whatever species are around, and really do kind of deeper dive talking about that particular species, highlighting it, telling you about its biology and natural history, that kind of thing. Does that sound fun? I mentioned some books earlier today. Would book reviews be interesting to you? What about big concepts in ecology and evolution? I've done several of those over the past couple of years and could definitely do more if that is interesting to you. And so really, I'm curious to get feedback from you all from the small scale of, I have a nitpicky little question that I'm curious about, ask me that. And on the flip side, if you have a big topic, a big idea, broad sweeps of concepts that you would be interested in seeing videos about, let me know about that too. So down in the comments, let me know what you think. Let me know where you want to see this channel go, and we'll see if we can take it there together. So to the 260 people who have subscribed to this channel, thank you so much for doing so. It's awesome. I hope to grow this channel more and to spread kind of knowledge about science and birds and nature as far as we can, and we'll do it together. So for today, thank you very much for the view. Happy New Year. And until next time, enjoy the natural world.